Welcome to Home Team Advantage. I'm Gary Gimbetti along with Mike Egan. This got to be a record for us.
2 in a row.
Yeah, at least two in a row. I mean,
Yeah, excuse me. I was trimming my mustache. I got a little hair stuck in my tooth this morning.
well, that happens, I guess.
Yes, it does.
I can't really grow a beard or yeah.
I was going to spit it out on TV,
Yeah.
but that's kind of rude.
Oh, boy.
Boom.
Yeah, we're getting as bad as the morning show, I think, in KFAN. We don't actually say the stuff that they say on the
No.
air. So,
But yes, 2 in a row. That's pretty good for us.
yeah, we've been off quite a bit.
And
but
I guess we can just take a few minutes and thank Superintendent Rick Aldrich for coming on and explaining a little bit more about the referendum that is coming up. And if anybody of our fans are watching has any questions, you can call the school and they can answer any questions you might have. But there's a lot of different information being handed out now with leaflets and in the paper and things like that. So
well, get out and vote.
get out and vote is the main thing.
That's the main thing. We can't tell you which way to vote,
No,
but we can tell you to get out and vote.
all you can do is tell you what's best for the school and for the students.
That's right.
So
And where can they vote right now?
they can vote right now at the high school. I think it's door 12 at the athletic department
well, back
door.
by the athletic department,
Yeah,
they have booths set up back there, and I don't know if you said the superintendent's
The
office.
superintendent's office, you can go up and vote up there or mail-in vote. And then the November will be the primary voting place again will be at the Armory. So, and that'll be open from 8 in the morning till 8 at night.
And are there anything else voting for this year, or just the referendum?
School is the only referendum.
That's the only one that's no people or anything,
No.
or okay. So yeah, well then I guess that's why it's at the Armory. Then
Right.
makes it a lot easier to have it in one place than scattered all over the city.
I think 26 we have a couple of spots opening for the school board positions. So,
Oh, okay.
so there's hope for you yet.
Yeah, maybe.
So, by the way, we're sponsored again today by our official sponsor, Caribou Coffee.
That's right.
And he brought a fall drink in today. It's
Pumpkin latte,
pumpkin latte.
decaf, because I'm not a caffeine drinker.
Okay.
So, and like they say, life is short. Stay awake for it.
So are other things.
Yeah, a lot of other things are short.
Short story. All right, let's get into it. High school athletics.
Okay, so we had three section matches already this week. It's hard to believe that it's only it's not even, it's the first full week of October and we have section
Yep.
games already. But the tennis team went down to North Branch and they lost in the semifinals. It's 5-2 to the Vikings. So their season officially has come to an end because they didn't get any individuals.
So the Vikings play tennis too besides football?
Yeah, they're better at tennis.
You know what school the Vikings were, our fans out there? What school is that?
North Branch.
North Branch. Thank you.
Yes. Didn't I say North Branch? to
No,
start
you
with?
said Vikings. That's why I
Oh.
asked. I thought maybe they had
Well,
the.
I thought I said North Branch, but
Yeah.
if I didn't, I apologize. But no, they're done. The boys soccer team went to North Branch.
The
and
Vikings?
No, they had the Vikings, and they lost 2-0
Oh.
or 2-0, I guess, if in soccer terms.
Yeah.
So their season has officially come to an end. And then the girls soccer team traveled to Grand Rapids. Fortunately, they had the shortest trip of the three teams. And Grand Rapids beat them 6-0.
Oof.
So their season is officially over. So hopefully, there's a lot of growing this year, especially the boys team was pretty young. So hopefully they had a lot of growth. But now they're going to lose a chunk of their scoring over the next year because a couple of those guys are seniors. So they won't be there. Girls, they just had trouble scoring goals this year. I mean,
Yep.
they had a couple girls that were, Isabella Moenkadek was one of the girls that was, and I'm not sure if she might only be a junior. So then she also basketball players, I
Good.
believe. So She did some of the scoring. I know Bryn Babbage did some scoring for him. I don't know if they had a friend. I don't recall, but they just had trouble scoring goals. So they need to find somebody who can consistently put the ball in the back of the net.
Kind of like the Wild looking for a shooter for a score of goals.
Yeah, same thing.
Same scenario.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they're done. Football, they did get beat by Pequot Lakes last week, 41-7. It was 21-7 at the half,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty good.
Yep.
Especially Pequot. And I probably said this before on the show, and I'm not bragging or don't have a big head or anything, but I do vote on the coaches or the football poll for the Star Tribune. So I probably voted Pequot Lakes number 1, I would assume, in 3A. And I don't think they are the number 1 team. I think they're number 2.
But that's
Still.
that's something that you can be proud of. There's not all sports writers get a chance to vote.
No. And
So be
you know,
proud of what you achieved.
that's right. And I'm the only one up here. Well, there's a couple people from Duluth that vote on it as
Yeah.
well. And then most of the other voters are from, he's got about 10 or 11 of us are from the cities
Okay.
or around that area. So,
But back to the football, they've got a game this Friday against Mora, who's 1-5.
1-5 this year.
So, not to try to jinx the football program, but boy, wouldn't it be nice if they win the next 2 games and they get a playoff
Well,
spot?
they could get a home at 4-3 or whatever they would. No,
Four-
they'd be 4-4, I believe. I think
Okay.
I think it would be
1 and
4-4. They would more than likely get a home playoff game, either first round or who knows, they could get a bye
Yeah.
if they, if I don't know how many teams are in the section. There's either 8 or there's 6. And they could get if they were the number 2 seed, could get a first round bye into the semis and then have a home playoff
Yep.
game. Or if they have to play in the quarters, they would get a home playoff game anyway.
Yeah. So they have Mora this week, and then next Wednesday, I think they play again because of MEA. They play
Duluth East.
Duluth East.
So, and again, that's a 5A school, but I don't know if East is actually doing all that well this year. I guess I haven't looked. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to match a 3A school with a 5A
Right,
5A
for numbers.
school.
But they're 2 home games.
Yeah. So
So
they get that opportunity to play at home.
it'd be nice to have a playoff game on your home field on a new turf, and
Mm-hmm.
that'd be a nice check mark for Coach Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they play hard. I mean, I don't doubt that they didn't play hard last week against Pequot, but that's a proven program, and
Yeah.
they,
and they had the numbers.
yeah, they have numbers, and they're set offensively and defensively. They probably run that stuff over and over again. So yeah, I know, more power to. I wish they would have maybe got a couple more scores.
Well, you would like to see that, but the 41 points is not indicative of how well their defense has played. I mean, they hit. I mean,
Mhm.
so I mean, if they could get the little more offensive, punch in there, it would really help the program.
Oh, certainly. And they're capable of it. I mean, they scored 36 against Proctor, and they
Proctor.
scored 27 against Pine City. And now, if you want to mince, or I don't know, if you want to look at common opponents, Mora just lost to Pine City and got shut out against Pine City. Now, that doesn't mean that Hibbing's going to walk all over Mora,
No.
but the opportunity is there.
Yep.
And I have to talk to Coach Anderson today for a story tomorrow, so we'll find out just exactly what's going on there. Swimming has I believe their True Teams section is this weekend, and I think it's in Duluth, but I'm not positive. So they're 5-1 in their dual meets. So
Just about time Coach Vinciano starts getting things to work his way.
that's right. Those girls are starting to compete, and because they had been having trouble, they've been getting touched out in close races, and not necessarily for first place, but maybe for second or third and fourth. So they have to learn to finish their races better. And there, and you know, in the section meet, you can have the opportunity to get 4 swimmers in each event, and the more swimmers you get in each event, the more points you
Points
can
you get,
accumulate
right.
at the end of the day, and that, you know, could help them. Who knows? Win the section. I'm not saying they're going to. A lot of good teams. So, but yeah, if they can close out the races a little better, they'll be fine. What else is there?
Oh, we had cross country.
Yeah, well, cross country, that was the one. Cross country participated in their Lake Superior conference meet yesterday. And
Took second.
the boys were second, yes. They finished second behind Cloquet. Cloquet had 40 points and we had 53. And Cloquet, of course, is a 7A team or 7AA team,
Yeah.
whatever. I can never keep it straight to know what. I think we're AA though on cross country. But Cloquet had the 2, 3, and 4 runners. Their first 3 and our first 3 were 5, 8, and 9. And then our 4th runner finished ahead of their 4th runner, but our 5th runner was behind, only 2 spots behind their 5th runner. So, and it was here's a look at this. Jake Wally was 5th at 17:10. Charlie Janicic was 8th at 17:20. Brady Janicic was 9th at 17:40. And then Jaden Touchstone was our 5th runner at 17:57. So
Wow.
they got 4 guys or 5 guys under 18,
18. Oof.
which is a good way to go. But geez, the winner was a Sylvester kid from Grand Rapids, and he was down at 16:15. I mean, that's just elite. And I'm assuming,
Wow.
you know, and whether he can win the state or not, I don't know, because there's probably other
Other ones that can run.
faster than 16:15. And the one kid from Cloquet was 16:24, so he was what just about 9 seconds off the pace of Sylvester. So those 2 kids, but then the Cloquet 3rd and 4th runners were at 17:04 and 17:06. So, and I don't think I should forget, Sam Baumgartner was 18th at 18:21, which seems a little bit slow for him. I don't know what kind of day he had. He can get under 18. I don't know what happened there. And then Ben Kukowski was 22nd at 18:33.
Well, it just goes to show you that cross country is basically an individual sport. Yes, it's a team combination, but it's the individuals and how well they do. And yeah, you never know.
No, that's right.
Like you said, the kid from Grand Rapids runs, what'd you say, 18?
16,
16?
15 or 16, 14.
Boy, most of the times you got to ask for a P test after that.
Then on the girls' side, Hermantown, which they've done all year, beat the Blue Jackets. They had 36 points. Hibbing finished with 69. Hermantown had the 2nd, 3rd, and 6th, their first 3 runners. Hibbings were 5, 11, and 12. So they got some catching up to do there with their first 3. Hermantown's 4th runner was 10th, and their 5th runner was 15th. Hibbing was 19 and 22. So, I mean, it's there for them if they want to. And they were missing. Hannah Farnsworth was missing yesterday. She's been trying to recuperate from an injury, I believe. So, you know, when she gets in there, I think she's especially at the conference meets, is probably a top 10 runner. And I'm sure in the section she could be a top 10 runner as well. Hopefully she heals up.
And they have one more meet, and then the districts are here at the Muni.
I believe the 23rd of October. And Avery Kukowski was 5th at 20:21. Bryn Babich was 11th at 21:10, and that's only her. She played both soccer and ran cross country, but soccer was her main sport. But now that she's done with soccer, she should probably help them all. Yeah, she should help them all a lot. Your granddaughter was 12th at 21:18, Ava Egan.
Congratulations to her too. She made 2nd team all conference.
And then Ava Vidmar was 19th at 22:16, and I know they can run faster than that. And 22nd was Morgan Schnortz at 22:27, and Bailey Bottoms, I believe, was and that was 27th at 22:44, and then Vivian Damjanovic was 28th at 22:44. So those are all of Hibbing's runners for that. So I mean, I know everybody likes to win, but
Can't win them all.
no, you can't.
Just ask the Yankees.
Yeah.
Babe.
Yeah, we gotta send our condolences out to Babe Glumac and actually Mint Harris.
Yeah, Minty's a big Yankee fan.
So we
Yeah.
gotta send our condolences out to them as the Yankees were just obliterated by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah. Boy, they look good too, Toronto.
Well, they have a young team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, we should.
Well, no, I don't know.
Are we segueing into the pros now?
Segue, is that it? No, I
That's
believe
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
So
I
good
mean-
luck. Good luck to the rest of the sports teams all year.
And it's hard to believe that winter sports are starting already. I mean,
Pretty
we'll be
quick.
starting in a couple of weeks. Whew,
Yeah. Well, usually,
I don't drink anymore.
The other official
We did that already.
yes, we did the official, unofficial.
That's when you were nodding off over there.
Yeah, when you falling asleep.
Anyways, I mentioned there's 3 or 4 ex-Twins playing in the playoffs. Philadelphia's got 3 for sure.
At least 3.
Duran and
And I think they
Kepler.
did the Phillies one. Well, yeah, the Phillies and Bader, I think, is
And
on
Bader,
the Phillies. But the Phillies actually, I think, stayed alive yesterday. They beat the Dodgers
10-1.
2-1. I think it's 2-1. And
2
that's-
games to 1. Yep.
Yeah, and then I think Seattle did beat Detroit.
Nope. Detroit
No,
beat
Detroit, so
Seattle,
it's-
so they're 2-2.
They're 2-2 right now. Okay,
Okay.
set into a 5th game.
Yep.
And
Milwaukee and
the
Chicago.
Cubs and it was at 2-1 Milwaukee.
2-1 Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't pay attention to baseball once this regular season's over. And once the Twins are out of it anyway.
They haven't even hired a manager yet.
No, they haven't. I wonder what they're waiting for.
They have a list.
Yeah, they do.
Did you get the call?
No,
Okay.
but I should send an email down to their facility and
Send it down there.
say if you're gonna run the team like this, then I should be able to be a coach of your team.
And you'll do it for free.
Yeah, I'll do it for nothing. You don't even have to pay me.
Just give me living expenses. I'll
Yeah.
stay right at Target Field.
Yeah. And then you take care of me on the road when we go on all those road trips,
Yeah.
and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So you don't have to waste millions of dollars.
You can even drive the bus.
Well, I don't want to do that. Bus is too big for me to be driving. I can hardly drive my truck. So no, bus is out of the question.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the playoffs. I kind of think the Dodgers are going to beat Philly. This is my prediction. Dodgers will beat Philly. I think Milwaukee is good enough that they're going to beat the Cubs. I'm kind of hoping Detroit comes back and beats Seattle because they were in our division.
Yeah, and I don't think Detroit is that good. I'm
And I don't think
sorry.
they're that. And then what was the other one? Oh, the Yankees got right.
Yeah, the Yankees. Toronto's already in, so you can't.
So Toronto and LA in the World Series,
All right.
and Toronto wins.
Mhm.
As their prime minister told our President Trump yesterday, we're coming down for the World Series.
Mhm.
So,
It's certainly a possibility at this point. All right, the Vikings,
oh,
3-2.
please, Lord.
At least they got their trip to Dublin and London out of the way. That's
What a
total
fiasco
cluster.
that is. Yeah.
I mean, just send a team over there for 2 straight weeks.
And now they got 2 more games over there.
Well,
Not
yeah,
the Vikings,
they have.
but the NFL.
No, but there's 2 more in London, and I believe there's one in Berlin, and I
Yeah.
think there's one in Madrid.
Well, I mean, are we trying to expand to the European continent now to
Yeah.
make more money for the NFL?
Well, that's what I'm sure Goodell likes to think.
fan base.
Uh,
You know, but they seem to fill the stadium. I mean, so it's not like they're not making money.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a stupid idea in the first place. But nobody asks me that, so that's why I can say that here because I got
Yeah.
my.
well, they
So-
asked some of the Vikings when they got back, what's the first thing you're doing? The guy goes, we're going on vacation and we're going to the Bahamas. We're
Yeah.
going here. We're going to, he said, this,
You were just on vacation.
yeah, well,
Well, actually, it was a working vacation probably, but.
I mean, I could see 1 or 2 games, but now it's getting to the point where it's just, and you got to get up at 6 in the morning to watch a football game. What fun is that?
No.
I mean,
No, well, that was the best part of it was that at least they played at 8:30,
Yep.
and they were done before noon. So now you got the whole rest of your day to
Did.
do whatever you want to do. Now they'll go back to playing at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens now. But
See, now their excuse will be, well, we're still on European time, and so when they get beat next week, oh, we're trying to get acclimated to the
Well,
new time zone again.
fortunately, they have the bye this weekend.
Right.
So they're going to be acclimated by the time they play
Yep.
Philadelphia.
And will we have a starting quarterback by
Well,
then?
we will certainly have a starting quarterback. It's just a matter of which
Ooh,
one.
yeah.
And I do believe they should, if Jay McCarthy is healthy, he should be the starting quarterback, because I think Carson Wentz knows what he's here for. He's a very capable backup. I didn't think he actually played all that bad in that game.
No, he didn't, because they started rolling him out of the pocket, so he couldn't get sacked all the time.
Yeah, that was it. They had the game plan was the right
Right.
game plan.
But they got to get they paid all this money for these, offensive linemen and for these defensive linemen, and they're just not producing for them.
No, but they're all hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, Darrisaw's on
He's back one game.
a pitch count, which really annoys me when they start saying that.
Yeah, he's only going to play so many.
So he's only going to play so many snaps. The guard on the left side, Jackson, is supposedly going to be back next week against
Yeah.
Philadelphia. This Ryan Kelly, I don't know. He's got the concussions. I don't know if he's going to be there, but the guy who replaced him, and I can't remember his name now, but he did a decent job against a very good defense in Cleveland.
Yep.
The right tackle, Freeze, has been he's okay. He's been doing a good job. And then Brian O'Neill supposedly going to be back
Supposed to be the old
by
pro.
the time they play Philadelphia. So maybe they'll have five. Maybe they'll have their whole starting offensive line back.
But these defensive linemen that they signed for big money, they haven't really done anything.
Well, they've had a hard time stopping the run.
Yep.
That's a fact. But that's because they've been missing Blake Cashman and Andrew Van Ginkel. And,
Yeah, that's true.
and
Say that fast three times.
Cashman allegedly will be back, or supposedly will be back in 2 weeks. Van Ginkel's got a neck injury though, and I just don't know. They don't tell you how they're coming along.
No.
So I mean, so who knows? I mean, I would assume once it's healed up, you'll be able to play again, but you can't take take a chance with the neck injury. I get it.
What do you think of their D-backs?
I don't think I think they're mediocre,
I think they are too.
to be honest.
And you can't blame the defensive coach when you don't have the players to play the position that you need them to play.
Mhm.
So
Well, was it Rhodes who had the 2 touchdowns against Cincinnati?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be pretty good. Harrison Smith obviously
he's out again.
Well, no, he's not out, but
He's only playing.
yeah, but we don't know what was wrong with him either.
Yeah.
And you don't take chances. I mean, if it's something, if it's physical, one thing. If it's something to do mentally,
Yep.
you don't fool around with it. You make sure they're 100% before they're good to go. But I don't know. We'll see.
Timberwolves.
Well, let's do Wild.
Want to do the Wild first?
Yeah, the Wild start tonight against St. Louis. I've been watching some pregame the last 2 nights before games are on, and I had noticed last night that Vegas signed Jack Eichel to an 8-year deal.
Contract.
Um,
Did
and
they
then-
win? Did they win last night?
No, they lost in a shootout
The Kings.
to the Kings.
Yep.
And then I find out that Mitch Marner's on their team now, who came over from Toronto.
Yep.
How do the rich keep getting richer?
Well, they're in Vegas.
Evidently, they have mega bucks that they don't
Yeah.
free spending. I just don't get it. And then Bill Guerin, and I don't know the guy. I think he's done an admirable job, but we add Vladimir Tarasenko and Nico Sturm.
Yeah.
And Vegas adds Mitch Marner. And it's not you can't even compare. I think it's apples and oranges.
Well, does that say that our farm system's not as good as they keep telling us they are because they don't have anybody to actually trade away or, use and bait to get somebody.
Well, they're going to find out this year because I think the Liam Ogren's going to be playing up top in the big club. I think I haven't seen the opening day roster. I guess I should look at that first, but hopefully he does something. Jurasek is supposedly there, and then that other, who's the other? Not Faber. Who's the other young guy?
I have no.
I can't think of his
Yeah.
name right now. But he's not bad either. I mean,
But like you said, they could play fantastic all year round. They'll get into the playoffs and they'll go against the Vegas Knights and they'll lose.
they will again. It'll happen again.
Yep.
They have trouble beating Vegas. They have
The
trouble
Kings.
beating Colorado.
Yep.
They have trouble beating Dallas, and the Kings are kind of a 50-50 with them. I
Yeah.
mean, they don't always lose to the Kings, but those three teams for sure they have trouble.
Yep.
And
And they're all Western Division teams.
yeah. So we'll see.
Interesting. All right, Timberwolves. They-
Well, they're 1-1, I believe, on the preseason.
I watched a little bit of the overtime game they lost, where they had a chance to win it, and the guy missed. I never even heard of the guy.
Well, they have one kid that was what 5 of 6 from three,
Yep.
and that's probably the guy you're talking
Yep.
about, but I don't know his name either.
Yep.
I just heard about him yesterday when they were talking about him. But yeah, I mean they're going to need Troy. Dillingham's going to have to step up. Shannon's going to have to step up. Jalen Clark's going to have to step up.
Yeah. They still don't have a guard.
Well, that's where Dillingham has to step up.
Yep.
If he doesn't step up, it's going to be tough. Mike Conley says he's ready to go this year. He finally had an off season where he didn't have to mend an injury or
Yep.
whatever, so he upped his training and he's in good shape.
Good.
But he's still at 30. He's in his late 30s. I mean, but you can still play at that age.
We shall see.
Yeah, we'll find out. All right, well, that does it again for another show. For Mike Egan, I'm Gary Gimbetti. We'll see you again on Home Team Advantage.
For over 25 years, U.S. Bank, located at 211 East Howard Street in Hibbing, Minnesota, has provided office and studio space for Hibbing Public Access Television. We are thankful for their ongoing support. Up North Lettering specializes in embroidery and heat vinyl press applications, along with patches and letter jackets. For more information, call them at 218-966-7850. HPAT would like to thank them for their donation and support.